Hi, my name is Rena. I'm a PhD candidate in robotics, and this is This Week in Robot. The Tesla Optimus robot was at a recent event, and the robot fell over. But this time, the robot actually touched its head before falling over. Now, a lot of people are guessing that's a direct proof that the Optimus robot was just a teleoperated puppet. And what we saw was the human operator taking off a teleoperation headset. So, although we can't know for sure for this robot, teleoperation itself is actually very widely used. In fact, it was one of the first things I learned in my PhD. But in our field, there is a specific term for it, which is Wizard of Oz technique. It is one of the most important tools we have for studying how people interact with robots before those robots are able to do everything on their own. So, in a Wizard of Oz scenario, the person would think they are interacting with an intelligent robot, but behind the scenes, there is a human wizard secretly controlling some or all of the robot's behavior. So the robot becomes a kind of puppet, not because the researchers want to deceive people, but because it lets us jump ahead of the technical challenges. So, why do we use it? Because building a perfectly autonomous robot that can act intelligently is really hard. But studying how people respond to a robot's behavior is super important for designing better systems. For example, even if we want to simply explore how a robot should walk to avoid bumping into people, Wizard of Oz might be necessary to ensure both the person and the robot's safety. And the twist is people often can't tell the difference, especially if the illusion is decent. People respond emotionally and socially to the robot as if the robot was actually moving on its own. So, yes, Wizard of Oz helps us a lot in conducting research. But I think it does become very problematic when it's used to deceive people into believing the robot is super capable while it's just a puppet. That's all I've got for this week. I'll see you next week.